And I've been burned. I bought from a business through a Facebook ad, and it was not what I thought.
Welcome to the podcast, Keeping It Real, the purpose-driven life with Laura and Lynn.
Tune in for candid conversations, practical tips, inspiring stories, and actionable advice on navigating life and business.
This week's episode is how to connect with your customers in marketing. Nowadays, marketing is to a whole new level because we don't have just the retail and the posters and the newspapers. We have online. And so connecting with your customers online is probably one of the most important things that you can do in your business. There's truly, as a matter of fact, it's probably even more important than your product. Yes, because you can have a spectacular product. And if you are not connecting with your customer, unfortunately, nobody knows about it. So how to connect with your prospects, your customers, and what you want to find out is what's your target market? Number one, what's your target market? So getting that nailed down to exactly who it is that you're wanting to, who do you think is going to best fit your product? You designed a product, you have a business. Who is that for? So you're going to define who your business is for. And then what you end up doing is you end up taking your marketing designed around that. So around that person, people. Because if you're talking to everybody, unfortunately, it's too wide. You have to narrow it down to essentially that you're speaking to one person, that you're speaking to sitting in your living room, talking to that one person about, hey, I can help you because I have this, because it gets that narrowed down. If you're marketing to a wide range of people, unfortunately, it's like nobody hears it. So what you want to do is you want to take the marketing, and I got to tell you, over the last couple of years in particular, and it's changed. I started online 10 years ago, and marketing has changed even since then. It is so, the landscape of marketing just keeps changing constantly. So it's something that you really have to be dialed into on a regular basis, right? You can't just say, hey, I'm marketing and then walk away. It's something that's got to be dialed into all the time. It's going to be a main staple of even if you're in retail, even if you're not online at all, you're still going to want an online presence. You're still going to want to address that customer exactly that you're looking for. And as we've always said in our episodes about being authentic, again, starting out with exactly who do you want to be in your business? And then you're building your brand around that. And we mean building a brand, which means that you are saying, this is who we want to show up in the market. We want to be a brand that's, supports our customers, that's proud of our customers, that wants to be there, as we always like to say, a win-win scenario. So marketing is going to help you reach out and touch the customers that you want to touch. And that's the most important thing that you want to do. When you're looking for a marketing company, what you want to look for is you want to speak to different companies, and you want to speak to one that understands exactly what it is that you're trying to do. Because if it doesn't fit you and what they can create, then it's not a fit. Because not all marketing is going to fit everything. You might be better on pay-per-click. You might be better on social media. You might be better on, so you really have to get dialed into exactly finding somebody who can help you with that. Or if you're doing the marketing yourself, or if you have a company doing it, then you need to explain to them what exactly it is that you're trying to accomplish in your business. So they have the whole game plan of what you're trying to accomplish and who you're trying to reach. And then listening to them and finding out if in fact it sounds like that they are going to be able to assist you with what you're trying to accomplish. Because there's nothing worse than spending money, because you could spend lots and lots of money on marketing and get absolutely nothing done. That's for sure.
I think a really important part of authentic marketing is being vulnerable. And so as a one-person consultant for my own business, and what I have done is I've created a more of a networking approach.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's important to mention as well, is that if you can't afford a company to help you with social media, to help you with marketing, one approach is to build your own brand, build your own identity through your social media account, putting what you know as a subject matter expert, putting out there. So as a coach, I have shared articles, I've shared quotes, I've shared stories on social media, everything from Twitter to LinkedIn to Facebook, Instagram. So just to name a few, when I create a consistent message and I'm putting just little pieces of identity out there, things that resonate with me, stories that are important in terms of you as a potential client getting to know me, that has been an approach that's worked for me. So I have had clients come to me because they've seen me on social media. Like I said, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter are some examples where people happen to do a search through hashtags and they discovered who I was. And then because I was on there consistently, sharing information, not selling my business, not selling my work as a coach, but just because I was sharing information that they found valuable, that they could take away, that they could use in their own lives, then that brought them, they kept following me. So that's that social media following. And so that's a networking approach, or in attending events, community events, virtual events in your area, a specialty, allowing people to get to know you as a person also creates that authenticity, because there's so, as you said, marketing is changing all the time. And I get, so many ads on Facebook, and I am hesitant to buy anything through Facebook because I don't know if I can believe whether or not it's true. And I've been burned. I bought from a business through a Facebook ad, and it was not what I thought. And so I'm now hesitant. I'm more apprehensive about buying something. So that's where marketing can also backfire. So I think it's really important that if you have to start small, just start from that approach. I have a story. This is who I am. I want to build that trust with you. And because if you can trust me as I'm sharing information with you, to educate, to provide you some potential solutions without you having to invest in something first, that is oftentimes helpful. So think about what can you give your client before they even have to commit to a price.
And that is a pretty common thing in the field, which is obviously to offer some form of free item to expose people to you so they can get to know you and your product. And it also just says, hey, that you're willing to go out in the line forum to show something about them, that this is who I am, this is what we're about. And then that way they are able to get to know you before they say purchase. Sometimes that works out and sometimes it doesn't. But that is a tactic that's used a lot so that people are, able to get to know you and say, do I want to get to know this company and purchase their products? And so any way that you can introduce yourself, your business, to the public that you're trying to attract to your business. Like we said, marketing is changing all the time. So some of these ideas you can just come up with yourself. One idea I saw the other day is that it was a truck that just was advertising their business, and they just used their truck as advertisement driving down the road. So you can come up with different ideas that you can do for marketing. And now it's almost like free range on how you can use marketing. So it's just important to, one, figure out who you want to be authentically for marketing, because if you want to build a brand, because you're building a brand one way or the other. Okay. So when you start out, your voice, meaning that what words you use in your content, is actually building your brand. So you want to consciously make a decision on exactly what language, how do you want to communicate, what tone, who do you want to be, and what words do you want to be? Because remember, words can be good and bad. So you want to make sure that you're not offending anybody. You want to make sure that your inclusion of exactly who it is that you want in your market. And so it's kind of well thought out. So that's one thing that you want to do, is you want to go ahead and take a look at who do you want to be at your competition. What is your competition doing? How are they advertising? That's a good place to start as well. And then the other thing is, what about your competition? Is it why you started your business? Because you said, I can do it better. I can make that better, and see what it is that they're doing that you don't want to do, that you want to do something different. But a lot of times people will say that, and sometimes they actually need to look at the other company and find out, wait a minute, what are they doing that I need to actually pay attention to? And it's just to open our eyes to be open to what ideas we can come up with marketing, because marketing is kind of, it's a broad area now that we've gone online, and we can advertise in anywhere, actually, just anywhere. So,
I
Laura?
think what you're saying is really getting back to and if anyone's familiar with Simon Sinek's why, the power of why, is being really clear of why you're selling what you're selling. You know, what's your purpose? What's the why behind it? I think that resonates with a client, with a consumer, much more, because that's that human side. That's, more so than the actual, everyone can sell a product, a TV, a watch, or whatever, but why did you choose that? What's the power behind your message, your why? So really, that really resonates with me. I don't have all the marketing answers, and because I don't, I'm just going to go with what I do know. And what's come up for me in these examples of people seeing me in social media and then reaching out is, it was authentic. The correspondence was, then they got to know me and we had conversations. And then they'd say, well, it would really help if you have, share your testimonials, share your references with us. And so then, it built from there. So it's not a one-time hit. It's not it takes creating this relationship, this ongoing partnership, which we've referred to before. A pet peeve of mine is when you're with a product, is if you're in online and you're scrolling and scrolling, and it's like that new approach where everybody has it. Everybody's showing this template. And you read some, and then it's like, buy now, and then you read some more, buy now, and I'm like, okay, this might be working, but it doesn't feel good. It just doesn't. Like, great, yes, I know people are making millions off this approach. Read some, buy now, read some, buy now. But I still don't know anything about the person. I don't know anything about the real product. And I want to feel, I get more then from the marketing when they come back and say, hey, thanks, we're a small business. We appreciate your interest. Here's 10% off, or, something more, but not this, oh, you only have this one chance. Buy it now. If you don't buy it now, then you're not going to see this offer again. To me, that's like, well, wait a minute, hold on. Why can't you trust me to actually experience your product and then come back for more? Like, why does it have to be, grab it all now, when maybe I can't afford that? Maybe I need to try something and really then come back, that customer loop, come back and ask me how it was. How was this experience? Remind me that you're still out there. and then make the offer of, a discounted price. But this bombarding the customer right away, it just doesn't feel right for me. But Lynn, what do you think?
It's definitely marketing is I think that we're making it up as we go along. That's for sure. I would definitely say that companies are now making it up. The internet has created an absolute a different beast, shall we say. It's not your newspaper anymore, like you used to say. It's not your billboard on the side of the road that that they're concentrating on, or even the TV commercial, which, I mean, honestly, TV commercials, we know that exactly how they were prepared, and it's got more and more complicated. And I think that's what we're kind of seeing with the marketing, is that the marketing is definitely taking on a class of itself. And you just need to find the company, because there's a lot of marketing companies out there, and you just want to make sure that your marketing is exactly what it is that you want it to be. You don't want something to be something that you're not. Being an authentic business, that means that you want to find an authentic content plan, brand, presentation. Like you said, there's Facebook, there's TikTok, and that's where we are right now. That's not to say that we're going to stay there. It could,
Yeah. By the time this episode comes out, what's gonna, where have we moved on to? Like, that's how fast it's changing.
Yes,
and we can
fast.
help. I mean, obviously, we can help
yes,
individuals find the right marketing company. I mean, we definitely have found, someone that we feel really supports us and listens to us and is true to what we want. So I think that's important to understand too, is that you aren't in this alone, that you can get help with that. And it's more important, like, for example, with our podcast, we're sharing this widely. We're sharing this, free. What the true value in, we're offering some thoughts, we're offering stories, experiences, in hopes that, yes, you'll get to know us. So what we're doing is marketing, right? We are actually marketing, but we're marketing in the way that feels authentic to me, because I'm inviting you into, my space, into my home, so that you can get to know me, the cat who walked through, that type of, I mean, it's real. It's, and to me, that's what's important is I'm hoping that through these conversations that you're getting to know us better, and that that you can learn that you can trust us, and that you're seeing that transparency. For me, that is true marketing.
Let me tell you something. I had somebody do some marketing for me. It cost me quite a bit of money, and I got absolutely nothing done. Absolutely. And they were absolutely okay with that. And that's why one of the things that we're doing here is we are putting together groups so that people can actually get their needs taken care of, get their questions answered, and so that they can actually honestly go forward. Because at the end of the day, what we want to do is we want to empower as many people as possible, because we need to go a different direction. It's time for us to take control of our own lives and go our own paths. And in order to do that, yes, you can do that on your own, but it is so much more powerful to have people around you that are positive and that will support you on your journey along the way and can guide you. Because for Laura and I, we saw that was something that was missing at times. And we wanted people to know that, no, you don't have to go that way. You can go ahead and be a part of our organization, be a part of our groups, be a part of our coaching. And so that we can help you get to where it is that you want to go. Because here's the thing. People are absolutely unlimited. I'm going to tell you right now, you're unlimited. You can do anything, absolutely anything. What you have to do, though, is you have to put together the best system that you can put together for yourself to go forward. So if in case you need a help there or you need a help there, it's there, that you've got people around you that will support you, that are positive towards you, because not necessarily can you go to your family member and say, hey, I'm kind of stuck on this issue, and that they're going to understand what it is that you're going through. No, that may not be the case, just because not everybody wants to do a business, and not everybody even wants to listen to you about your business, right? So if this is your passion, this is what you want to go forward, you're in the right place, because you found people that want to help you get to where you want to go. That's what our main objective is. And we're going to help you do that as best we can and as honestly as we can.
Yeah, you're
So,
marketing yourself. You're marketing who you are and why you're doing what you're doing. And we want to bring that passion to fruition.
yes.
Until next time, keep that dream alive. And
Keep it alive.
Yeah, keep it alive and keep it real. And we'll see you next time.